systems nationwide.
Now continuing with our award season coverage with a twist. Celebrity Page correspondent Audra Lowe recently catching up with the stars at this year's SAG Awards. We're finding out what some of our favorite TV show characters are up to in today's Inside Story.
We're stepping 1 inch closer, every single carpet, to the big O, the Oscars. Congratulations on your nomination. How do you feel? What's the tone for you tonight?
I feel fantastic. I always feel fantastic when I'm surrounded by the cast of Orange because they're not only amazing actors, but I consider a lot of them very close friends, and I'm just honored to be a part of this cast that celebrates diversity, it celebrates women, it celebrates empowerment. It's a good time to be in a show like that.
What would you say is the most surprising feedback that you've gotten from fans about the show and about your character?
I think it's just amazing feedback from people who say that they can relate to my character, and I think that's the whole goal of Junior. I feel like there's so many kids out there who don't see themselves reflected on television, and I feel like Junior gives them that voice.
You have the fans behind you, and you know that SAG Awards are voted on by your peers. Does that make a big difference to you as a performer, knowing that?
It makes a huge difference because it means that my peers respect me and respect what I do. When you have your friends, and that's actors as well, respect what you do, it makes everything a little bit better.
An amazing evening overall, and if you guys want to check out a list of all the winners, you can go to their website, sagawards.org. Everything will be there. And for Celebrity Page, I'm Audra Lowe.
Turning now to movie news, there are some good ones coming to theaters, from true stories to childhood favorites, and even one that is not for kids. Scott Carty has the full rundown of what to see in today's Hollywood movie wrap.
The fascinating story of Sarah Winchester comes to life in Winchester, starring Helen Mirren and Jason Clarke. Mirren is thrilling as the firearms heiress who's sure her mansion is haunted by ghosts of people killed by Winchester rifles. I talked with the stars via satellite. Were there any scares or pranks that you pulled behind the scenes on Jason?
Oh, I'm not a prankster, actually. I'm not very good at pranks.
Helen is very, very funny. Helen was possessed, and we're, Helen, tell me if I go too big. So you tell me if I go, okay, good, we'll tell each other if I go too big or too... And then Helen went big, and I went big. I thought, oh, Helen, that was extraordinary. And she grabbed me. I didn't play Cleopatra 3 times for nothing.
Annette Bening stars as legendary actress Gloria Graham in Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. Based on Peter Turner's memoir about his romance with the femme fatale, you'll see Bening's character face a cancer diagnosis and the end of her life, while the two, and more than a 30-year age difference, connect through dancing and movies for a fling they'll never forget. And a look ahead at what's coming to theaters next week.
Anna. You may call me Mrs. Gray.
The Next Shade of Grey with 50 Shades Freed. Kristen and Anna are married, but will it be for happily ever after? James Corden hops onto screens as the voice of Peter Rabbit. Also opening February 9th, the inspiring true story of 3 friends who stopped a terrorist attack on a train from Amsterdam. It's the 1517 to Paris. Clint Eastwood chose the real heroes to play themselves in the film. I talked with the guys in Beverly Hills and tested them out on their Clint Eastwood impersonations.
Well, the thing about filming a movie with these guys is
That's horrible.
They don't really know what they're doing. That'll probably be the last line you ever have to say.
So we're equally bad, basically. All right.
Enjoy the movies for Celebrity Page. I'm Scott Carty.
Thank you, Scott. With the 90th Academy Awards quickly approaching, we're diving into some of the most notable nominees in some of the top acting and producing categories. Celebrity Page senior correspondent Arthur Cade has this week's Oscar Spotlight featuring Best Supporting Actor nominee Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe could take home his first Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, thanks to his portrayal of a tough, yet empathetic hotel manager in The Florida Project. This will mark his 3rd nomination in the same category, after receiving nods for Platoon and Shadow of the Vampire.
One of the nice things I like about this character is he's a simple guy, but he still has, and he's in a tough environment, but he still has a certain optimism day to day that he can really dedicate himself to making it better.
When your friend puts you in charge of her kid, that kid becomes your responsibility.
The actor has an eclectic resume, starring in superhero blockbusters like Spider-Man to highly stylized art films like The Grand Budapest Hotel. But for this role, director Sean Baker challenged him to star in the indie where the lines between reality and fiction get blurred.
We're shooting at an actual motel. He also mixes actors with street casting, with non-professional actors. He's got a good sense of using the real as a touchstone for our fiction.
Have a nice day.
I love you too.
Coming up, if you want to live like Whoopi Goldberg or Anna Faris, now's your chance. We'll tell you how. That's next. Closed captioning has been brought to you by...
What is your lotion wish?
No more reapplying.
We listened. New Gold Bond Radiance Renewal exfoliates. Then our triple blend of moisturizers helps prevent dry skin. Gold Bond.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Celebrity Page. We've always got you covered in the celebrity real estate market, from athletes buying to actors selling. Our realtor to the stars, Zar Zanganeh, is covering it all in today's Star Properties.
Whoopi Goldberg and Anna Faris are scaling back their real estate portfolios while Josh Charles and Shaun White are buying. The View's Whoopi Goldberg is selling off her last West Coast home. The Pacific Palisades Beauty in Los Angeles just listed for almost $9 million. It features 5 ensuite bedrooms and a separate apartment atop a detached 3-car garage. The 2-story art modern main house is all but invisible behind the hedges and security gate. The tropical lush grounds feature flagstones surrounding a beautiful pool. Mom star Anna Faris has listed one of her 2 Hollywood Hill homes for almost $2.5 million. The single-story ranch-style house has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a spacious kitchen, and a large living room that has a wall-to-floor ceiling window which opens up to a lagoon-style pool. On the hillside above the swimming pool sits a terrace with a fire pit and a bocce ball court. The Good Wife star Josh Charles just picked up this beautiful, posh New York City condo for $6.3 million. The 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom Manhattan pad has bright interiors with rich brown hardwood floors and a large living room that opens up to an airy combination kitchen and dining area. 2-time Olympic gold medalist Shaun White picked up this LA Laurel Canyon home for $1.6 million. There are 2 structures on the lot. The first one is a 2-story with an office and game room downstairs and a state-of-the-art recording studio upstairs. The second is a structure with 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, built in a California classic bungalow style with built-in bookshelves, mosaic tile fireplace, and French doors leading to the outside beautiful deck. And good luck to Shaun White in this year's Winter Olympics in South Korea. Until then, I'm Zar Zanganeh, always happy to bring you Star Properties.
Thank you, Zar. Turning now to Reels Channel's hit series Murder Made Me Famous, which continues with a look back at the cult leader and killer who immortalized Drink the Kool-Aid. Celebrity Page has your first look. This week's Murder Made Me Famous exposes cult leader Jim Jones. The small-town preacher became infamous for luring his followers to a farm in Guyana he called Jonestown. Then he led them all to poison themselves. How did he do it?
It's difficult to comprehend the absolute power that Jim Jones had over his followers.
He was a powerful preacher. People would get almost mesmerized by him.
I felt like he could read my mind, which made me very nervous when I was around him.
The show says Jones abused his power and his followers.
Kids were beaten up, women were sexually abused. Jones was a kind of tyrant.
But Reels says Jones's worst crime came when he told his cult to drink the Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid. We hear it all the time. It's become an American phrase for being stupid.
The show has a chilling real-life recording of Jim Jones in his final moments.
In that death tape, you can hear a voice of a person who is falling apart, who has lost his mind.
If we can't live in peace, then let's die in peace.
So how did Jim Jones go from small-time preacher to big-time killer? The answers in Murder Made Me Famous. See more on Murder Made Me Famous Friday nights on Reels Channel.
Celebrity Page recently teaming up with Citi to celebrate awards season at a red carpet party at celebrity hotspot La Piazza at the Grove in Los Angeles, and we're giving you exclusive access. Inside the stars being treated to tasty bites, custom cocktails, and of course, music. Music lovers alike gathering together to celebrate music award season, from Drake Bell to Corey Feldman. Inside the party, guests enjoying traditional Italian cuisine like pizza and ravioli provided by celeb fave restaurant La Piazza.
Our menu is very Italian, so people love to come here and have this Italian experience. So nothing so fancy, but very well cooked.
Guests also sipping on delicious cocktails made from Bogart's vodka, featuring drinks named after some of the biggest stars in music like Rihanna, Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, and Adele.
We're going to be drinking up on the Rihanna.
All right.
You can't go wrong with Riri.
Guest of the party also getting a taste of the celebrity life, bringing home a gift bag filled with amazing products like watches, skin and hair care essentials by Bioderma, and coupons for the Capaza clothing line. As a City Card member, you can be invited to parties like this and receive the best access and entertainment. To learn more, visit cityprivatepass.com. Don't go anywhere. We still have a lot more to share from our West Coast Awards season party, Sonia.
All right, sounds great, James. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. Next, we're taking a look at the fashion and beauty trends hitting the Celebrity Page TV Awards party. Then we're checking in with Vanderpump Rules star Kristen Doty. That's coming up.
I love it.
Celebrity Page would like to thank Go Wise Flashlights for keeping the awards party gift bags lit.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Celebrity Page, always bringing you great swag and exclusive deals. I'm teaming up with Celebrity Page correspondent Audra Lowe at the Grafton Hotel on Sunset for a look at what you can only find on CelebrityPageShop.com. We have some great stuff, including stuff that we just had in our Celebrity Page Grammy Party gift bag that the celebrities were taking home, but I swiped some for you guys, so get them while you can. I want to start off with Khaleesi facial sheet mask. They're infused with caffeine. Now they've also got argan kernel seed oil, they've got soybean extract, but the hero ingredient, again, it's organic coffee seed extract. Speaking of stuff that's gonna make you relax and go down.
Yeah, I see the bath
bath bombs from Khaleesi. They got all these different scents. They smell really nice, but it's not an overpowering scent. Now these are natural, they're organic, they're suitable for all skin types. They're gonna cleanse and moisturize, and it would normally run $89.99 for this, but no, we're hooking you up just like we hooked up the stars. 50% off, $49.99 for both.
For both.
So look good and feel good and smell good. This right here we gave out last night, set of 5 Proton Manhattan crystal quartz watches right here, 5 of them. These crystal accents are around the bezel and the dial and different colored. These are leather straps right here. So you can pick what you want depending on the day, make you look fly, make you look fresh. So these right here normally, $109.99 for a set of 5.
It's still good, yeah.
We're hooking you up 68% off, $29.99 for all 5 watches. So this Therapy 365 straightening brush right here, I love this. You're getting the digital temperature, you're getting the ceramic, and also, boom, look at this.
Oh,
so you're not knocking stuff off of the counter in the bathroom because it keeps moving with you while you're doing your hair.
Now, how much am I going to spend on this? Because you know I'm buying this.
All right, well, you know, normally these are $150.
Okay.
But we're hooking you guys up. This one's huge, all right? 87% off, $19.99.
Oh, say no more.
Last but not least, I saved my favorite for last, Audrey. Okay. This is what I got my mom for Christmas this year. These bags are by Biaggi. It's a 3-pack. It's the pack sack combo. They come in all different colors, black, gray, red, or olive. And they're great bags, right? Fashionable, durable. They're so cool because those bags are right here. That's how small they get. $150 normally for all 3. We're hooking you up almost 70% off, $39.99 for all 3 bags. You can only get these deals exclusively at CelebrityPageShop.com.
You better hurry because I'm getting online right after this because I'm definitely buying up a bunch of this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Hurry up before Audrey gets it. Now we're taking you back to La Piazza at the Grove in Los Angeles, where I caught up with Celebrity Page correspondent Ali Levine for exclusive access at our award season red carpet party. Khloe Kardashian, Natalie Portman, and Victoria Beckham are just a few of the stars that love Bioderma, the award-winning French skincare company developing the very first original micellar water, which helps cut your morning and night routine in half, replacing regular makeup remover, toner, and a normal cleanser with no need to rinse after.
You don't have to use water to actually wash your face. It's so convenient, like take it with you camping. Yes.
Products are suitable for both men and women, and each item in their line helps to strengthen skin and restore its natural balance and pH level, no matter the skin type, making everyone look red carpet ready.
And they have a whole line. Like besides all this, they have for sensitive skin, they have tanner, they have everything.
One bottle of the iconic Sensibio H2O formula for sensitive skin is sold around the world every 2 seconds, and all H2O products are great for at home or on the go.
It's all great because it's all sensitive, no chemicals, paraben-free, you know, nothing harmful, so it's great for your skin.
For more information, go to bioderma.us and look for Bioderma where skincare products are sold.
And stick around, there's still more glitz and glam to cover from our rewards party. Coming up, Kristen Doty takes us through what Vanderpump Rules and Fleetwood Mac have in common. That's next.
Coming up tomorrow on Celebrity Page TV, we've got Shea Wilbur for ChicTreat.com.
I have some amazing stuff, including this smartphone-powered whitening system, 90% off, you guys. So if you want to get a head start, go to ChicTreat.com right now.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We're back, continuing to give you exclusive access to our award season red carpet party brought to you by Citi. Earlier, I caught up with strip star and Celebrity Page correspondent Ali Levine to go over some of the party glitz and glam. Now she's back after a wardrobe change and looking fabulous. Take a look. Kipaza is a fashion luxury designer brand providing women with both feminine and edgy clothes to make them feel empowered.
And I love how versatile her stuff is. She's got gorgeous cuts. She has really playful prints. And I love that you can make this really edgy and different.
Using geometrical shapes and lines to highlight a woman's curves, Kipaza provides maximum comfortability for all shapes and sizes.
It is so comfortable, especially being so pregnant, but it's also perfect for anybody who's not pregnant.
And if you want to feel red carpet ready in this unique line, Kipaza is providing an amazing offer for our viewers.
As you know, in the gift bags, the VIPs are getting these gorgeous, dresses. Some are also getting coupons so to get a garment. But our viewers also are getting a coupon code.
So you figured out a way to get a hookup for our viewers at home.
I did.
What's the deal?
Okay, the deal is Kipaza 20.
Okay.
And they can purchase that, towards whatever they're getting and get that 20% off.
All right,
so they get to dress like the stars.
For more information and to get your Kipaza clothing, head to kipaza.no. Nothing brings award season excitement to the next level quite like a great party. Citi Card members, if you want to be invited to parties like these and receive exclusive entertainment access, visit CitiPrivatePass.com. That's going to do it for me from the Hollywood Hills. Sonia, back to you.
Thank you, James. Turning now to Vanderpump Rules and star Kristen Doty. The star opening up about the show's rising popularity and how it compares to Fleetwood Mac. Arthur Kade is with the reality star for today's Hollywood Insider.
Did you ever imagine, I remember sitting with you for season 2, and the show was kind of big at that point, but did you ever imagine it would become this behemoth where everybody's obsessed with your life?
Never. Literally never.
How are you guys able to maintain dating relationships because of this show? Like, I'm always fascinated. It's got to be pretty crazy.
Well, clearly we basically all just dated each other.
I mean, the pool.
Not to take anything away from Fleetwood Mac, but I swear, going through Vanderpump Rules, it's like Stevie Nicks is like the Vanderpump Rules of rock and roll. Like, they all sleep together, they all fight, but they are family forever.
You guys have some crazy fans. What have been 1 or 2 moments that have really stuck with you?
I think my 2 favorite, they're sort of separate things. Everything that I've been through with my breakups and friendship fights and sort of losing friends and gaining them back, and everyone just reaching out and saying that they've been there too. And then on a completely separate note with my blog, because I'm very fortunate to have that platform, especially 2018, new year, new you, and people trying to lose weight or eat more healthy or things like that, and I've helped them even for 1 minute, just blows.
That's going to do it for us. For more on your favorite TV shows, follow us on Twitter at Celebrity Page TV. Thanks so much for watching.
today's big TV shows. Celebrity Page TV, new exciting entertainment news right here.
I'm Sonia Isabel, coming to you from the Celebrity Page studio.
We take you around the world to give you the latest celebrity stories, plus behind-the-scenes access to your favorite stars and shows.
Exciting and interesting and fascinating.
Less talk, more Hollywood news, right to the point. Big stars, big Hollywood. Celebrity Page TV.
Hello, thank you for joining us for an all-new Coffee with America. I'm Sasha Rionda. Coming up on this week's show, we have some easy, fun tips on healthy eating and healthy living. Plus, we're getting you ready for the big game, what you need to host the ultimate at-home party. It's all coming up next on Coffee with America. After weeks of celebrations and food-filled gatherings, the holiday season can leave us all feeling a little sluggish. Here to help us out is actress and mother Melissa Joan Hart. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Sasha. How are you?
I'm fine and happy to speak to you. So you're the mother of 3. How long does it take you to get them back into a healthy routine?
You know, after the holidays, that re-entry is difficult with school schedules, after-school activities, homework, whatnot. So I find the best way to do it is with clean eating. You know, making sure you're prepared for the week with a meal plan, and make sure you really get their eating right, get the whole family's eating right, and that just leads to better energy, better sleep, and just really helps you get back in the routine.
Okay, so what are some of your top tips for getting the family into a healthy routine?
Well, so one of my favorite go-tos is there's honeysuckle white turkey, and there's Shady Brook Farms turkey. And I just love these products because it's a great way to make a new kind of a twist on your favorites, right? So I just did a turkey chili the other day with my family, and it was awesome. It was so easy to make. Put it in the pot, let it simmer for the day, stirred it once in a while. At night, we had a great lean meal, and the next day I had a little left over for lunch. So that was really awesome. You could do, you know, the turkey cutlet fajitas, as you see here. I mean, who doesn't love fajitas, right? Or you can change up a pasta meal with zoodles, zucchini noodles, add the ground turkey on top with the tomato sauce, and, you know, a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. And it's just a great way to get the family eating right and get back on the right schedule.
Love that. So where can we go to get more healthy, nutritious go-to recipes?
So Shady Brook Farms is mainly on the East Coast, and Honeysuckle White is Midwest and West Coast. So you can go to shadybrookfarms.com or honeysucklewhite.com, and those will give you, first of all, it's family farm-raised turkey. So you can go on the website and find out about all the hundreds of farmers that raise these turkeys. You can get recipes there, and you can find out where these products are sold in your area.
Actress Melissa Joan Hart, thank you so much for joining us today on Coffee with America.
Thank you.
Super Bowl Sunday is almost here, so grab your chips and dips and all your friends. And here to show us how to have the best big game day party is former All-Pro fullback for the Atlanta Falcons and Baltimore Ravens, Ovi Muhaley. Hi, Ovi.
How you doing, Sasha?
I'm great. So surprise us. What is one of your top snacks for watching the big game?
Now, everybody knows that burgers and brats are the traditional game day fare, but for me, I like to mix things up a little bit. I like adding Sabra hummus into the mix. Sabra hummus is the official dip sponsor of the NFL and is perfect for your Super Bowl spread. It goes great with chips and veggies, and it's so delicious. And it's also a vegan, gluten-free, plant-based protein. It comes in over a dozen flavors and is a great creamy side to wings and burgers.
All right, so we have to have drinks. What kind of beverages do you serve your Super Bowl party guests?
Well, not everybody can do beer or soda, so I like to celebrate on Super Bowl Sunday with one of the wines that helps me get the party started. Stella Rosa has been America's #1 semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine for a while now. It's best enjoyed chilled. It comes in flavors like the original Rosso with strawberry flavors or Moscato d'Asti with a hint of peach and honey, and it can be served on the rocks as well. I love it because it comes in little small containers where you can put it in a cooler or you can give it to your guests individually. You can also go to stellarosa.com and get some great cocktail recipes. But regardless, enjoy responsibly.
Good advice. So what's another must-have on your Super Bowl party table?
I love popcorn. I love good popcorn. GH Creators is great popcorn. Now, this stuff is obsessively delicious, handcrafted popcorn made with real high-quality ingredients. The classic Creators mix and the new Buffalo and Ranch mix are the perfect, savory, poppable snack for your Super Bowl party. If you ask me, get extra because this stuff goes fast.
All right. Any other party tips to share with us, Ovi?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not a party if it's by yourself, so you got to invite people the right way. Now, if I told you I could have a celebrity, not me, a real celebrity, invite all of your friends to your party, you tell me, well, where do I go to get that done? And then I'd say, go to Tostitos.com to get your own personalized ad that will have everything with talking babies, explosions, celebrity cameos, all to make your Super Bowl party invitation the hottest ticket around. Now, Tostitos has always been a part of my parties, but the cool thing now is they're helping you invite your guests in one of the coolest ways out there.
Very cool. Where can we go and get more information?
Well, for more information, go to tipsontv.com.
Former NFL fullback vmm2015, so glad you could join us again today on Coffee with America.
Thanks for having me, Sasha.
What is the future of brick and mortar stores, small businesses, and e-commerce in America? Well, the data from the holiday season is in from many sources, including Amazon. And here to help make sense of this important information is author and business expert Gene Marks. Hi, Gene. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me on, Sasha. I appreciate it.
Okay, so tell us, what are some of the highlights from the data?
All right, so let me give you some numbers. First of all, the holiday season was great for most businesses, most retailers. Small and medium, brick and mortar as well as online, reported increased sales and increased profits. That's really good news. But the real story in 2017 was, as it's been over the past few years, online sales. Amazon merchants, small merchants selling on Amazon, Amazon reported that more than a billion, Sasha, items were shipped during the holiday period. This past year. Over Thanksgiving weekend, 140 million items were shipped during that Thanksgiving weekend. Amazon says that their Cyber Monday was the biggest Cyber Monday ever. So yeah, a lot of great stuff for merchants, but particularly if you were online, you really had a great holiday season.
All right. And what does this mean for the future of brick and mortar stores?
Listen, I'm optimistic about the future of brick and mortar stores. I think that there's always going to be a presence for brick and mortar. I like to go into brick and mortar stores. Most people do. You like to feel out the materials. You like to test things out. So that will always be there. It's just that the smart owners of these stores, and I meet quite a few of them, smarter than me, they recognize that they need to open up other channels. You can't just rely on traffic from the street coming into your store anymore. You have to complement it with traffic online. And that is why they're joining up and selling on online platforms. Amazon said that they had 300,000 new small business merchants sign up to sell on their platform during this past year. They have like millions of them. And why not, Sasha? I mean, there's 300 million customers on Amazon's platform. So, fine to sell from your brick and mortar store off the street, but if you really want to grow your business, you got to tap into that large marketplace, and that's what a lot of my smartest clients are doing.
Okay, Gene, so what's the bottom line? What needs to happen so that e-commerce and brick and mortar stores are both successful?
Yeah, the bottom line is actually the fact that you mentioned both in the same sentence is the bottom line. I think that you're not going to be seeing just people being e-commerce as much as people just being brick and mortar. It's having a balance and combining the two of them together. Smart business owners are going to be growing their merchants, their retail stores. They're going to know that they're going to sell to customers coming in their store, and they're also going to open up other channels to sell online. That's how you grow over the next couple of years, and I think we'll be seeing a lot of that over the next few years.
So much information and so little time. Where can consumers or small business owners go to learn more about this important topic?
Sure. So if you're a small business owner and you want to see how other people are succeeding online, you can go to amazon.com/about. If you want to sign up and be an Amazon merchant, go to services.amazon.com. Really, if you're looking to tap into a huge marketplace, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Author and business expert Gene Marks, it's been a pleasure having you here on Coffee with America. Thank you.
Thanks, Sasha. Take care.
More big game entertaining tips coming up. Plus, who says you don't have time to get fit? We'll show you how you can do it from the comfort of your own home. That's coming up next on Coffee with America. The Super Bowl is quickly approaching, and along with the big game comes the big ads. This year, Budweiser is doing something different and running an ad with no actors and not 1 ounce of beer. Instead, the ad is about how Bud helps in the wake of natural disasters. Joining us today is Kevin Fahrenkrog, the general manager of the Anheuser-Busch Cartersville, Georgia brewery. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Sasha. Thank you for having me.
So tell us, how does Bud help when natural disasters strike?
So what we do is a couple times a year, we will actually plan, we'll shut down our beer production, and we'll actually can safe drinking water and we'll store it in local warehouses in the Cartersville, Georgia area, so that when there is a natural disaster, we're ready to supply some clean drinking water. 2017 was a unique year in that following Hurricane Harvey, there was such a demand for the drinking water, we had depleted our reserves. So we actually went in at the beginning of September with an unscheduled production run to run additional water so that we would have it in case of additional tropical storms, hurricanes that were off the coast of Florida and Puerto Rico.
Now tell us a little bit more about the ad.
Yeah, I think it's a great spot. You know, it's filmed at our Cartersville, Georgia brewery. And it really gives people an inside look at our emergency drinking water program. This year we're celebrating our 30th anniversary of our water program and our partnership with American Red Cross, where we have donated over 79 million cans of water since the program started. Also in the spot, you will see all employees that work at the Cartersville Brewery. So there's over 20 employees in the spot, and really, you know, highlighting, you know, what all employees do for giving back to their communities.
And how did you and the other brewery employees feel about being featured in the ad? And are you looking forward to watching the ad during the big game? That must be exciting.
Yes, we are. You know, I think we're all very proud and, you know, honored to represent the network of Anheuser-Busch employees and the things that we do to give back to our communities.
Awesome. And where do we go for more information?
So a couple of things. You know, I think one, to help out, download Skylar Gray's, so the Stand By Me song that she's singing in there. If you do that download, a portion of those proceeds will go to the American Red Cross. And you can also go to Budweiser.com to learn more.
Anheuser-Busch's Kevin Fahrenkrog, so glad to have you join us on Coffee with America, and we look forward to seeing you in the ad.
Thank you, Sasha.
So many of us want to exercise and get in shape, but the biggest reason we don't, or say we don't, is because we don't have enough time. I'm guilty of that as well. Well, our next guest says you always have time to fit in fitness. Joining us now in studio is Pilates instructor and owner of Body Be Well Pilates, Chelsea Streifenader. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Glad to have you here. So talk to us about how and why we should really make time for fitness.
I think a lot of us always, say we don't have time, or we feel guilty about making the time, and at the end of the day, if you make it just like your hair appointment, nail appointments, and you just commit to, that time and day, it will just make everything that you do better. You feel better, and just getting through everyday life, it will, complement kind of everything that you do.
Right, and I know besides finding the time, also a lot of times the price tag is kind of what gets you. Is Pilates more expensive, and why?
Yeah, I try to show people the value of, you have a trainer that has gone well through, through well over 600 hours of, training. You have a piece of equipment that's well over $5,000. Also, the class size is really small.
Right.
So you get individualized attention, and they're making a program, and they're modifying, and they're varying the exercises to fit you. So it is a little bit, more expensive, but you're getting, a lot more, as opposed to being, in the back of a class of 50 people and having a trainer work out in front of you instead of training you.
Right, okay, and you're making it actually pretty easy for people to be able to work out with you.
Yeah.
So tell us, how can people see you?
Yeah, so I have a series of videos on Booyah Fitness, and you can download those 5 videos for $35, and you can do them anywhere, anytime. And then also I have a huge series of workouts on prevention.com.
Awesome.
And those also you can do while you're making coffee, at a park, anywhere.
Okay, I love it. Well, it's been a pleasure having you here. Owner of Body Be Well Pilates, Chelsea Streifenader, thank you so much for joining us on Coffee with America. If you're looking to throw a game day party that's sure to be a touchdown with your guests, we have some help for you. Joining us now is Food Network host Mark Silverstein. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Sasha. Great to be with you.
Glad to have you. So, Mark, what's your top tip for those of us hosting a game day watch party?
Well, the first thing, you want to make sure everything is working right. So you want to make sure your appliances are performing at their absolute best, especially the go-to appliance, the refrigerator, because you want that the snacks and the food to be nice and cold 24/7? Well, the team at Sears Home Services recommends that you inspect the refrigerator gasket. That is the seal that goes around the door. If you can slip $1 through it, well, then you're having higher energy use and your food's not going to be as cold. Also, change the water filter. You want to do that every 6 months. You can do it right now, and then that way you make sure all your friends, family, and you are enjoying nice, cold, clean-tasting water. You can reorder your filters automatically at SearsPartsDirect.com. You can schedule your appliances checkup at SearsHomeServices.com/big game. Now, people are walking in, they're like, point me to the wine. You want to have white wine out, you want to have red wine out. Yellowtail brings the fun, makes affordable, fun wines that everybody at your party is going to enjoy. They are touring the country now, bringing the fun to tailgates and home gates across the country, running up to the premiere of their big game commercial. You want to watch out for that. They have so many different options, 18 different that will pair perfectly with the food that you enjoy. Everybody says to me, Mark, what food do I have? What's the one thing I have to have? Sabra hummus. It's the official dip sponsor of the NFL. It's perfect for your big game spread, great with chips and veggies. It's vegan, gluten-free, and from a plant-based protein. And most of all, it's delicious. Check all this out at betterstuffforlife.com, betterstuffforlife.com.
Love it. Mark Silverstein, thank you so much for joining us on Coffee with America.
Thank you, Sasha. Great to be with you.
There's more Coffee with America coming up next.
Mom, thank God you're going to be okay.
So relieved. But you both should know when my time comes, I have a final expense policy with Senior Care USA.
Is Senior Care USA the life insurance policy that helps loved ones pay for funeral expenses and other debts? Bill and I called to get more information.
Yes, and there's an immediate payout of up to $50,000.
If you're over 50, call Senior Care USA now to learn more about final expense insurance plans.
There's no medical exam, even if you have a pre-existing condition like I do. When I called, the quote was free, and there was no pressure.
I found out that policies start for as little as 35 cents a day. Rates will never increase and coverage won't decrease.
I'm going to call today.
Ask about the free prescription discount card. Oh, I'm so glad you'll be taken care of.
Call 1-800-959-3918. That's 1-800-959-3918.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain or knee pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace or knee brace covered by Medicare at little to absolutely no cost to you.
800-787-1520.
Right now to see if you qualify. These professional-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, spinal disorders, stenosis, and other painful back problems. Our medical-grade durable knee braces are designed for those with osteoarthritis and general knee pain and weakness. Our accredited staff will handle all of the Medicare paperwork. And best of all, your brace is shipped directly to your home for free. Will you qualify for a Medicare-covered back brace or knee brace? There's only one way to find out.
Call the Back and Knee Brace Center at 800-787-1520. That's 800-787-1520.
My parents always told me I could be anything I wanted to be when I grew up. They said the key to success was investing in my education, but that meant more than just getting good grades. Success meant building skills and experience to fully prepare me for my future. No matter where my path took me, luckily, I had support to start me on that journey. The National Honor Society. They helped me develop skills that prepared me to get to and through college and ultimately to realizing my greatest dreams. For nearly 100 years, the National Honor Societies have helped generations of students prepare for their future by offering opportunities to excel at key pillars. More than an honor roll, NHS provides co-curricular activities, tools, and resources to address the ever-changing needs of today's students. Whether you are a student or parent, take some time today to think about what the next step looks like toward a future of lifetime success. Yes, you can be anything you want to be in the future, but you need to start preparing now. Visit honoryourfuturenow.org. The National Honor Societies. Honor your future now.
With the bitter cold temperatures and harsh winds, looking our best in the winter months can be a bit of a challenge. Fortunately, we have beauty and style expert Kate DuPont with her tips on how to look and feel our best this winter. Hey Kate, where do we start?
Let's start with skincare because cold weather takes its toll and redness is a big concern. Color Science just launched their All Calm Clinical Redness Corrector SPF 50. It's a 3-in-1 treatment designed to immediately neutralize redness while soothing and calming red, sensitive skin, offering ongoing relief from sensitivity and redness over time with its unique BioSolace complex. It also offers dermatologist-backed mineral-based SPF 50 UVA and UVB protection to prevent future environmental and sun damage, and is designed to help mitigate the appearance and symptoms of adult acne, rosacea, and sensitive skin. With the new year here, do you feel confident? I know it's a struggle to treat stretch marks and wrinkles. Dermaclara is a clinically proven silicone fusion technology that reduces the appearance of stretch marks, lines and wrinkles, and even scars. Silicone fusion technology is a dermatologist-approved, non-invasive treatment that helps women of all ages look better while improving confidence. It's easy to use, effective in all skin types, and it can also prolong results from in-office treatments like Botox. You can see results in as little as 1 hour, and prices start at $29. Visit dermaclara.com and learn about their 60-day money-back guarantee and a mobile app that tracks your progress. Now that we've covered beauty, let's talk shoes. Winter boots are a style staple during these colder months, and you don't have to break the bank to find a chic pair. Koolaburra by UGG is UGG's free-spirited sister brand that's a little less expensive with the same effortless style as UGG. Nearly all styles are under $100, and you can find them at koolaburra.com or your local DSW or Kohl's. When it comes to winter style, JCPenney is a one-stop shopping destination offering a variety of stylish and affordable fashion, home, and beauty merchandise. How fun are the playful details on these hats, gloves, and scarves? I love that shopping at JCPenney is always worth your time, money, and effort. Now, I have something exciting, and I'm not even supposed to know about it. There is a new service for men that may solve both genders' relationship complaints because our guys don't always do a great job with gifts and special occasions. Now, there is a subscription service for men called Wink Society that covers him for an entire year of special occasions, dates, and surprises for their gals. All he has to do is register, fill out a profile, choose occasions, and a budget. I also love that the company's mission is to rescue 1 million dogs through its Man's Best Friend program. So let's keep an eye out for progress at winksociety.com, and if you love it, I found a little link that allows you to refer a gent. So here are your season's must-haves.
Today we're welcoming Robert Levy, the president of BrandSpark International, to speak to us about a few of the 2018 Best New Product Award nominees available exclusively at your local Aldi store. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Sasha.
Pleasure having you. So, Robert, what are the Best New Product Awards, and why is this important for consumers?
So the Best New Product Awards are America's most credible, 100% consumer-voted awards program. Makes it easy for shoppers to know which new products are worth buying. And consumers from across the country actually try the products, decide on the winners, and even viewers at home can sign up for a chance to try products like these on shopperarmy.com.
Oh, awesome. Sounds like fun. And Aldi has really become one of the best destinations to find high-quality private label products at incredibly low prices. I know every time you visit an Aldi, you'll be sure to find an exciting new products, and I'm excited because I love shopping at Aldi as well.
So here, all of these products are actually 2018 Best New Product Award nominees, all available at Aldi. Let's get started. We've got some of them to talk about. So let's start with the Runic Red Wine Blend. It's an Aldi exclusive blend from California. It has flavors of dark berries, hints of vanilla, caramel, and toasted oak.
Sounds delicious, and something that you could pair with a barbecue steak, grilled chicken, or maybe even a sharp cheese.
Absolutely. We have Season's Choice Frozen Fruit. Again, it's an Aldi exclusive brand. It has no added sugars, and it's an excellent source of vitamin C.
Awesome. Sounds good for smoothies.
We have Simply Nature Organic Deluxe Macaroni and Cheese. It's a good source of calcium and also has 0 grams of trans fat per serving.
Okay, sounds like a quick and easy, delicious lunch or dinner.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Then we have Simply Nature Organic Premium 100% juices. And these juices are made from antioxidant-rich fruits and not from concentrate.
Okay. And it comes in antioxidant force in 7 super fruit flavors.
Exactly. Then we have Elevation by Millville Fruit and Nut Bars. These are Aldi exclusive again and are all non-GMO, low-sodium snack bars with 0 grams of trans fat per serving.
Okay, a hearty, feel-good snack at a very good price, by the way.
Exactly. Then we have Friendly Farms Traditional Whole Milk Plain Yogurt. Greek yogurt actually, and it's a grade A yogurt, often used in cooking as a healthy alternative to sour cream and mayonnaise.
I know, I've heard that. I need to start applying that to my recipes.
You got to swap it in.
Yeah.
Then we have Sim's Artisan Jerky. It's an Aldi exclusive brand again with the highest quality, freshest ingredients that give an incredible taste and texture, and it's protein packed.
A savory and filling grab-and-go snack.
So I think all of these products actually are available at Aldi. They're all Best New Product Award nominees.
Awesome.
And definitely encourage you to check back into your Aldi store and try some of them.
I love it. Lots of products, not enough time. Thank you, Robert, so much for visiting us. And remember, you can always go to shopperarmy.com and learn more about all these wonderful products.
And enter our contest.
That too. Would you know what to do if you lost your job? Up next on Coffee with America, tips to help you prepare for an unexpected financial setback. Stay with us.
Lupus is a cruel mystery.
We need to find answers.
We need to find a cure.
We need more people involved.
We need to know lupus. I hope that there's a cure.
To learn how you can help, go to lupus.org/know.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-323-4502 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-323-4502 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-323-4502.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-455-3627. That's 1-800-455-3627.
Whether it's a transportation issue, housing repairs, or illness, almost 2/3 of U.S. adults admit to experiencing some type of financial setback. And now's a good time to take stock of your finances and prepare for unexpected expenses. Here to help us out is President and CEO of the National Endowment for Financial Education, Ted Beck. Hi, Ted.
Hello.
So tell us, how likely are we to experience a financial setback?
The answer is very likely. We just concluded research that told us that 96% of American males between the ages of 25 and 70 suffer through 4 income shocks, defined as a 10% drop in their income year over year during their working lives. So it's really not a question of if it's going to happen, it's a question of when.
So what are some tips on how to prepare for unexpected expenses or an interruption of income in 2018?
Well, the good news is there's a couple of things you can do. First of all, if you don't have an emergency savings account, and about 50% of Americans don't have them, why don't you start one? Because that's the first place you can go to cushion that shock. The other big opportunity right now is the change in the tax rules. Most American families are going to be seeing some increase in their take-home pay starting in the next few weeks. So if you are the typical American family and you're getting $1,200 or $1,300 more a year in take-home pay, figure out how you're going to put that to work for you. Start that emergency account or add to it. It's okay to start small. $500 to $1,000 is a good early goal. And try to pay down high-cost credit card balances that are potentially charging you 20% or so annually. Reducing those puts money in your pocket. So this opportunity of really utilizing that cash for your benefit, I think, is a good one.
It's important to know. So if our viewers want to get more information, where can they go?
You can go to our website, smartaboutmoney.org. We're a nonprofit. Nobody's going to sell you anything. It's all there to help your financial stability.
Great information. Ted Beck, thank you so much for joining us on Coffee with America.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for today's Coffee with America. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to follow us on social media at Coffee with America. And you can also follow me at Sasha Rionda. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Big stars, big movies, big TV shows. I'm Sonia Isabel, Celebrity Page TV. New, exciting entertainment news right here. Let's talk more Hollywood news on Celebrity Page TV. Welcome to Celebrity Page. I'm Sonia Isabel, coming to you from the Celebrity Page Loft.
And I'm James Vaughn, holding it down for the West Coast at the Grafton Hotel on Sunset in the heart of the world-famous Sunset Strip. Coming up, we're getting a sneak peek at ABC's most anticipated shows from some of the network's most popular stars.
Can't wait for that. Thank you, James. But first, we're keeping it in LA to celebrate the Critics' Choice Awards with some of the night's honorees. Let's check in with Celebrity Page movie correspondent Scott Carty on the red carpet.
Well, Sonia, it was a big night of stars here at the Critics' Choice Awards, and the big topic we talked about was #SeeHer. Working with the #SeeHer about making sure that they're accurate portrayals of women and girls in media and roles. But as writers, for both of you, is that the bigger impact you think you can have on creating the scripts and the stories ahead for people to have opportunity?
Absolutely. I think it's part of our job to make sure that we're writing all kinds of people, and that if you don't know how a person like that would be, then bring in someone to consult and don't just think up what you think that might be. I think it's collaboration is kind of the key, and listening is the key, instead of just thinking that whatever story you have to tell is going to be the best story. Listen and let's make some new stories.
And that was one of the things about this show, is just the empowerment of women in it.
Yeah. In terms of empowerment and the movement, our set is obviously very diverse. There's a lot of women, women creators. I'm very moved by the whole thing, to be honest with you.
#SeeHer is a great hashtag. Men have always seen women, seeing them with respect and with courtesy and with equality. If that's what the #SeeHer movement is about, everybody deserves a chance to be seen and heard.
And here you've got a production that you're a part of, which just absolutely puts a woman front and forward.
It's thrilling. It's been having this kind of response, it's set in the 1950s, and it's about a woman whose life could unravel in a certain way, but instead has the chutzpah to push forward with charge and brilliance. And that's something we all need right now about #SeeHer. Join. Enter, support.
With the Critics' Choice Awards wrapped up next we have the SAG Awards, and then we get ready for the Oscars. For Celebrity Page, I'm Scott Carty. Back to you, James.
Welcome back to Celebrity Page. As awards season rolls on, the NAACP Image Awards recently held their 49th event on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Audra Lowe was on the red carpet with the stars and honorees before the start of the show.
I am in Pasadena, California, this time for the live broadcast of the 49th NAACP Image Awards. Now, the 2-hour broadcast is also honoring the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. First of all, congratulations. Every time I see you, I just want to start singing. Do people sing those lines?
Everybody says, "This is why I love you. I love you. I do." 2 years ago, I was the artist in Spotlight, the artist to keep a watch on. The next year, I was nominated for Outstanding New Artist. This year, Outstanding Song. And that's for every single dreamer, no matter what age you are. If you have a hope, if you have a dream, I believe that's God breathing the hint into you that your assignment is not done.
I still feel like the poor kid from East Cleveland, so I soak it in the way where I am grateful. I appreciate the beauty and the miraculousness of the moment, but I've never sat back like, look at me. I'm never gonna be that chick. I've never been that chick. I always feel like everything I have, I'm but one circumstance away from losing it all. So I need to use it while I have it and do good with it while I have it.
Being a part of this show, just makes me the luckiest man in the world. Kenya, who created the show, always says that he feels like this show is him dreaming awake. That this is, and that's kind of how I feel. We get to do a show where we make each other laugh, make the world laugh, and then have the shows at our very, very best are about something and touching something and either educating or starting a conversation.
We're seeing on all the award shows, political activism, people making speeches, they're saying, do you feel like this award show in particular has always done that?
I believe that we speak to our truth and we say what it is. No hold bar.
All right, a good time out here tonight. And if you missed the show or if you'd like a full list of all of the winners, you can always go to their website, NAACPimageawards.net. And for Celebrity Page, I'm Audra Lowe.
Turning now to what's hitting Hallmark Channel, the network recently showcasing its top shows and talent at the Television Critics Association event in Los Angeles. Celebrity Page correspondent Audra Lowe caught up with the stars on the red carpet.
It was a gorgeous day here in Pasadena for the Hallmark Channel and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. This is their Winter 2018 Television Critics Association press tour event. So many shows and so many people to talk to, so let's get started.
I did a picture 3 years ago for them, Christmas with Tucker, that did well. And then I came back with the agreement that if I directed the next one, we'd work together again. And now I've just finished the third one, which I directed and developed. And it's going to be the Valentine's Day release.
They're terrific, and they're professionals and good and not hard to look at. So it's, you know.
Now your wife.
I've got a crush on Rick Fox.
I've been waking up to Al for years, and he's called everyone else man candy except me. And finally, Al, thank you.
He has a crush on you.
Well, it's been a blessing to be included on another great team in my life. I mean, the genius of what he's created, and then to partner with he and Holly in this expression and bringing it to the screen, it was beyond fun, beyond enjoyable, and it left me only wishing that Al tells more stories.
Since we're talking about the women's movement right now, they have been supportive. All of their movies are female-driven. They have female directors, female producers. They have given us a very great platform here and ability to showcase what we can all do, and I'm very grateful for it. So I'm so happy to be partnered with Hallmark Channel.
Well, there's too much to cover in just one show, so stay with Celebrity Page as I bring you more from Hallmark.
The sitcom Great News stars Nicole Richie and John Michael Higgins, not only the perfect pair on, but also off the anchor desk. I caught up with the duo on the red carpet to talk all about season 2 and so much more.
Why did I get into news in the first place? And to be honest, I couldn't remember.
Well, I do remember why I got into the news. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Really? When was it?
I just told you. It was yesterday.
Such a fun show.
Yeah, Great News is a television program.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on NBC.
It sure is.
Crazy coincidence. It's the same one that happens to be behind us.
It is.
And Cole and I play newscasters on a local cable news television program. We sit next to each other, we work together, and we have absolutely nothing in common.
That's right.
She's all about tomorrow. She's a young, vital, mixed race woman. I'm a fat old white guy, and I'm finished. It's over. And this is what's happening in our culture, and we are here to represent what is happening right now in our culture. Old white finished, beautiful, young female. The future is female.
Who's this old guy? You're fired.
Chuck, that's a mirror.
Then smash it.
Bam! I mean, way to make it topical at the very end.
Yeah.
You brought the whole thing full
As
circle.
I brought the whole thing right to the front page of your
We didn't
newspaper.
even rehearse that.
That was good.
Yeah, it just came
You know
naturally.
what's funny is to see you guys from the first season before it aired to now.
Yeah.
Yes, aren't we awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
We're really into it.
Yeah.
It's very hard for us, Nicole and I, to actually work together now. Work is just a nuisance to us. Now we just want to have fun.
The show is great. It's on NBC. Tina Fey is a producer, and we're on it, so you should watch it.
That's right, James. The Casting Society of America recognizing outstanding achievements in casting with the annual Artius Awards. Our senior correspondent Arthur Cade is with the stars on the red carpet who came out to show their support right here in New York.
Sonia, casting is such an important element in telling stories on screen and on stage. So I had to ask some successful actors, what are some of their worst auditions?
I think I definitely walked into a closet when I was trying to leave.
When you and your brother first came to Hollywood, did you ever imagine that the two of you would be able to have the success that you've been able to enjoy?
No, I didn't. I mean, all we ever really wanted to do was get our first movie made. I feel very thankful to still be around and still be working.
Was there a crazy audition story that you had, like one that you might have bombed or something insane happened?
It's the one, it was the one, Fearless.
one I got nominated for. It's that I had Montezuma's Revenge on the day of.
way.
Yes, I did. And it was in Peter Weir's hotel room, and the casting director, Howard, was there with him, and I said, can I use your bathroom? And he said, it's right there. And it was literally right there. Very humiliating, but I got the job.
Oh my God, I remember when they cut me off in the middle of the song, they're like, that's enough. I was like, no, actually the worst was when I cut myself off. I'm like, I think you get the picture, and I left.
I was so nervous that I went in with the sides, you know, to read, and I made up all the language. And she kept looking at her page going, the poor woman, I don't know what she thought, but she thought, oh, that's very sad. That poor girl can't read.
Now on Celebrity Page TV, Gal Gadot's big honor.
I wanted to portray a strong and independent woman.
How Wonder Woman is changing the world without using any superpowers.
What's got Nickelodeon star Drake Bell back in the spotlight? We're looking at the former Drake and Josh stars' new music and finding out if a reunion is in the works.
Hey, tell me when the rehearsal is. If I got time, I'll be there.
Celebrity Page TV starts now. Welcome to Celebrity Page. I'm Sonia Isabel. It's a story of absence making the heart grow fonder. Alex Rowe and Jessica Roth star together in Forever My Girl, based on the best-selling novel. Alex plays a country singer who can't stop thinking about the girl he left behind at the altar. Celebrity Page movie correspondent Scott Carty is chatting with the stars for an inside look.
Well, Alex and Jessica, thanks for joining us on Celebrity Page.
Thanks for
Thank you for having us.
Alex, I've got to start with you because you have an English accent, but you go all country on us on this one.
Yeah, I am English, and I just had to listen to a lot of country singers being interviewed and stuff and try and take it all in by osmosis. But obviously there's so many different southern accents, so the fact that he'd been away from his hometown in Louisiana for 8 years kind of gave me a little bit more creative license for it not to be really, really specific.
And Jessica, we know you from a couple of different things, but a lot of people may not realize you were the one in the green dress behind Emma Stone in La La Land.
I was. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, I think every project you work on, you learn so many different things. I know I learned so much from working with Alex and Bethany on Forever My Girl, and in that one I'm working with Damien Chazelle and Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, and you can't have better teachers than that. You really just can't.
I want to hear straight from you guys. With Forever My Girl, do people need to be prepared and pack Kleenex?
I think so. Yeah, there's been quite a few people that have been brought to tears, I think.
But the amazing thing about the film is you probably will shed a couple tears. Some of them will be sad, but a lot of them are happy tears, and there's so much comedy and joy and fun in this film, and a lot of really sweet, simple moments.
Every now and then it's nice to go and see a movie that makes you feel good, and this one definitely is that.
Yeah,
like, takes you on a fun journey.
It's cathartic.
And I heard you guys did some interesting things to kind of get to know each other and get into character for this, going on some dates.
We did. He took me out to see the Braves, and we ate hamburgers and got big foam fingers and screamed from the stands. It was so much fun, and such a fun way to really get to know each other and to build that comfort that you would have if you had known someone since you were...
Yeah, kind of developing
18.
memories of some sort.
Alex and Jessica, thanks for joining us on Celebrity Page. Good to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Scott. Now for more on a former Nickelodeon star, let's check in with James Vaughn in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Sonia, Drake and Josh star Drake Bell showing off his musical talents with the release of his new song, Honest. Celebrity Page senior correspondent Arthur Cade is going one-on-one with Drake to talk all about his music and, of course, Drake and Josh.
You have a new album out, so congratulations.
Thank you.
How does someone who had an iconic show like Drake and Josh become a musician?
Well, I started playing music a long time ago when I was about 12 years old, started writing songs, all that. And when I got into Drake and Josh, the executive producer, Dan Schneider, was already a fan of my music. And then I had the idea, I'm like, maybe I should try and write a theme song. And so that opened up the door to allow me to write a lot more music for the show, and I have a bunch of songs. So the fans and the people watching the show, it wasn't like a complete disconnect when I then was putting out my music. I mean, I've always just written from my own life experiences, life in general, you know, love, found love, love lost.
If somebody came to you and said, Drake, Josh, let's put the band back together. Would you do a reboot?
100%. I'm the John Lennon of the Beatles reunion. You know, John was always like, hey, tell me when the rehearsal is. If I got time, I'll be there.
I love that.
Just go convince JP.
It was fascinating last year, obviously, with all the wedding drama.
Yeah.
You guys were like literally national news.
I know. When we ran into each other at the VMAs, you know.
It was a great moment.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it's so crazy. He runs up. He's like, listen, man. He's like, my wife's planning it. I got this going on. I got that going on. He's like, she's in charge of the guest list. He's like, I didn't think you were gonna want to come. I didn't want to have to bother you. You know, it's water under the bridge and just another thing that we, you know, get over. So.
Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you, yeah.
Everybody make sure to check out Drake Bell's new album. It's called Honest.
For the latest in Daytime, let's check in with Soap Opera Digest editorial director Stephanie Sloan. First, there's a lot to talk about regarding General Hospital. What can you tell us, Stephanie?
Anders Hovde is back as the evil Cesar Faison, and he's thrilled to have been asked to return. Anders says it's very humbling to him that his character is still popular, and that 29 years after he debuted, the writers find ways to weave him into the canvas. He says he hopes his comeback lives up to fans' expectations. In other casting news, we hear Maurice Benard and Vanessa Antoine have inked new deals to stay on the soap. Meanwhile, GH is turning 55 on April 1st, which will make it the longest-running scripted show on the air right now.
Okay, I should warn everyone, this next question will lead to a spoiler, so turn down your TV if you're not caught up on Days of Our Lives. But Stephanie, tell us what happened.
Well, Andre was murdered, which will kick off a big whodunit on the show. There are plenty of suspects, including Stefan, Vivian, Anna, and Gabby. As for Andre's portrayer, Theo Penglis, the actor will still make appearances in a ghostly form. And as Leanne Hunley, who plays Anna, reminds us, Theo has played another character on the show, Tony, who could always come back.
Well, I can't wait to see what's next. We all know that soap stars are some of the hardest working actors in show business. What did some of them say to you about the most important lessons they've learned at work?
For B&B Scott Clifton, it's know your lines, be professional, and be kind to people. Days' Chandler Massey says to be serious about the work, but also be someone that people enjoy working with. His co-star Louise Sorel says not to let slights or things that go wrong get to you. And Y&R's Crystal Khalil feels it's important not to sweat the small stuff and to know how to pick and choose your battles.
Thank you, Stephanie. For more Daytime Dish, pick up the latest Soap Opera Digest, on sale now.
Coming up, how Gal Gadot is going beyond Wonder Woman to set the bar for strong female characters. And from the Quad to Dreamgirls, we're covering it all with Tony Award winner Anika Noni Rose. That's next. Closed captioning has been brought to you by
Megan's smile is getting a lot of attention because she uses ACT mouthwash. ACT strengthens enamel, protects teeth from harmful acids, and helps prevent cavities. Go beyond brushing with ACT.
145 over 92.
180 over 111. 182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
I can't button up a shirt. I can't run.
I've had to learn to swallow again.
That's the only moments that I have. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Had I done this, had I done that, hell, I messed up.
Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
This segment has been brought to you by
After 19 years of pro ball, I know pain, but Icy Hot lets me power past it.
Icy Hot No Mess Roll-On. Icy to dull pain, hot to relax it away.
Icy Hot, power past pain.
BET's The Quad is back for season 2. The show set at Georgia A&M, taking viewers inside modern HBCU life and culture. The show starring Anika Noni Rose as Dr. Fletcher, the school's president. Arthur Cade is getting the scoop from the actress for today's Hollywood Insider.
Season 2 of The Quad. Yeah. You're running the college once again.
Yes, I am.
The question is, are you running it into prosperity or running it into the ground?
That is a question, because we are dealing with a lot of financial issues, and I'm trying to make sure that we don't have to merge with the predominantly white school institution that wants to merge with us, because you have the opportunity to lose your own culture when that type of thing's happening.
Your show is executive produced by a woman. How important a message is that?
What it really is the ability to give so many small messages through the stories that we're telling.
You've been a part of so many meaningful projects that highlight female empowerment, diversity. I totally forgot Dreamgirls. Do you have any idea at that moment, 12 years ago, that those two are going to become, I mean, Beyonce's the biggest star in the world, but Jennifer became one of the biggest pop stars in the world?
No, I mean, I knew that, you know, Beyonce does what she does better than anybody else, and she's an extraordinarily hardworking person. It's a wonderful thing when you can walk away and everybody finds their success in their vein.
I was thinking about your award season so far. You're on stage with Cicely Tyson. There's got to be some incredible run-ins with icons, idols.
Well, you know, it's hard to get more iconic than Miss Cicely Tyson. I remember I met Julie Andrews and I had sung Climb Every Mountain at an event for the White House, and I started to cry, and I felt like the biggest idiot. But I loved Mary Poppins so much when I was a little kid. And I was like,
Everyone make sure to check out this incredibly talented lady every Tuesday on BET on the Quad.
The rise and fall of ABBA is in the news as Reels rolls out the tell-all special, ABBA When All Is Said and Done. What really led to the Swedish supergroup's breakup? Celebrity Page has your first look.
The Reels special, ABBA When All Is Said and Done, reveals what put the Swedish supergroup on top and what finally took them down.
It's the most known music in the world. It's amazing.
For some people, they were gods. They were one of the biggest pop rock stars on earth.
But the show says ABBA still had problems, including the rocky marriages of its band members.
There would be minor explosions in the studio sometimes in a way that maybe you wouldn't see between producers and singers that weren't married.
Two artists are married with their egos and with their own will to do what they can. This couldn't be easy to always cooperate.
But was it family pressure and a busy tour schedule that doomed the band?
Bjorn and Agneta were growing apart. The paradox was that they were at the same time in this very together group. So I think ABBA helped keep the marriage going.
So what finally led to the breakup of ABBA? You'll have to watch ABBA When All Is Said and Done to find out.
See more on ABBA When All Is Said and Done Thursday night on Reels channel.
It's time for this week's See Her Spotlight.
Together with industry leaders, #SeeHer is championing the movement to portray women and girls accurately so that the images and roles they see in the media are mirrored in the real world. Well, today we're turning the spotlight to #SeeHer award recipient Gal Gadot. The leading lady has been an example of strength and empowerment both on and off the screen. From Wonder Woman to her speech at the Critics' Choice Awards, we're taking a closer look at the star's leadership in the movement.
This is good?
Well, you kind of throw like a girl.
Oh my God! Look at that! Maybe I should show you how to throw like a girl.
Gal Gadot inspiring audiences with empowering roles from Fast and Furious to Keeping Up with the Joneses to the iconic Wonder Woman.
Throughout my career, I was always asked to describe my dream role. And it was clear to me that I wanted to portray a strong and independent woman, a real one.
And it's clear she's doing just that. Gal quickly becoming an icon for girls and women across the globe, but her own inspiration hits close to home.
I think it's great that finally, you know, girls and boys will have a strong female figure to look up to. And me, myself, I have 2 daughters, and I'm happy that they're gonna grow up and have a good, you know, strong, inspiring female figure to look up to.
The star earning incredible recognition for her commitment to female empowerment. But fans of Wonder Woman aren't the only ones inspired by her.
But in the hands of Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman came back to life in all of her glory and is out there inspiring the world again. She knew the great importance of this character and what she could mean to the world if well done. And she gave it everything she had in the hopes of bringing that to the world for all.
Oh, I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
We're so glad we do now. Congrats on the #SeeHer award, Gal. For more information, visit #SeeHer and SeeHer.com. Up next, we're hitting the Shark Tank with guest shark Rohan Oza. That's coming up. Time for more hot headlines in the Celebrity Page feed. Kim and Kanye have revealed the name of baby number 3. Kim Ye recently announcing North and Saint's sister has been named Chicago West via Kim's app and website. The couple already saying the newborn will likely go by the nickname of Shy. It's another milestone for Bruno Mars. Billboard reporting the 24-karat Magic Tour has raked in $200 million. The news coming on the heels of the pop star's latest chart-topper remix, Finesse, featuring Cardi B. Cardi B may have just landed her first movie deal. The former Love and hip-hop star is rumored to be moving to the big screen after teasing some big news on Instagram. According to TMZ, the Bodak Yellow singer will begin filming in March. Subscribe now to our new 24/7 live streaming channel on all YouTube platforms. Watch the celebrity page.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Now let's dive into the accessories that'll have you looking like a million without spending a million. It's time for Celebrity Deals. Jay Wilbur from SheetTree.com.
What's
So
up?
glad you're back.
Good to be here.
All right, and you got some awesome stuff
I know,
today.
and I know you're already eyeing this.
Including my
because,
favorite.
Listen, we've had this before. You guys went crazy over it. This is the Salab Steamer. So if you're still using irons and going to the cleaners, forget all of that stuff. Grab this. I absolutely love this. This is going to give you 600 watts of steam, and it's so easy to travel with anytime I'm flying. I grab this, throw it in my carry-on even. This thing is one of my favorite gadgets of all time.
What's the deal on this?
So it retails for $60, 65% off though, 21 bucks.
21 bucks.
You can't beat
So
that.
you get it for your car, you get it for your house,
Exactly.
get it for your mom.
In the office? I mean, hey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so I love these bags. This is cruelty-free couture. Perfect to bring with you if you want to be like extra chic at the beach, or even if you're just like running some errands. We have a bunch of styles available on SheetTree.com, so go over there to check them out. So it retails for up to $249, up to 52% off. They start at 92 bucks. For designer, hello.
Oh, wow, that's a really good deal on these.
Grab it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so this is something I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I've been rubbing these. They're so soft.
These sheets are so incredible. These are by I Enjoy Home. What I love about these, first of all, I love to start off the year with just a fresh set of sheets on my bed. These are wrinkle-free, hypoallergenic, which is really great for those of you with sensitive skin or allergies. Like, we have 11 colors available online, so literally whatever color will work in your bedroom, we will have something for you, so make sure you head over to SheetTree.com. These retail for $100, up to 61% off. They start at $39. And
last but not least.
This set is by Paul Bryan Hawaii. First of all, this is not your typical flat iron. This is patented fusion technology with a non-stick ceramic. So ladies, if you're like me and you have like product buildup on your flat iron, it's not gonna have that because it's non-stick. So it's really, really great. We'll give you the sleekest, straightest hair. And then it also comes with a set, which is a keratin treatment set, which works to infuse your hair with nutrients, vitamins, also acts as a protecting barrier against the heat. So this retails for $215, 80% off though, 44 bucks for the whole set. The whole set.
That's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's something special for one lucky viewer.
One lucky viewer is going to get to go home with all these amazing goodies. Go to SheetTree.com to enter to win.
Stars are known for their signature diet plans and personal training tips. We're taking a look at some of our favorites in Hollywood living.
Aisha Curry likes to make food a family affair, cooking with hubby and NBA superstar Stephen Curry, and preparing healthy dishes for their two girls. Giada De Laurentiis always sharing her recipes and healthy tips, from skin-friendly superfoods to packing daughter Jade's lunch. Here are some healthy options to help you keep your New Year's resolutions. Plant-based proteins are a rising trend this year. Bolthouse Farms plant protein milk delivers up to 10 grams of protein and is made from peas, so it's soy and dairy-free. It's rich in vitamin D, has 50% more calcium than dairy milk, and fortified with B12, which is essential for those who are on exclusively plant-based diets. The delicious milk alternative tastes great in smoothies, cereals, and oatmeal. For recipes and more, visit bolthouse.com. Snacks can often derail resolutions. For something portable that tastes great, try pistachios. According to recent studies, pistachios may boost brain power and improve concentration while adding important nutrients. You can learn more at AmericanPistachios.org. Complement your healthy diet with a great smile. Invisalign strengthens your teeth 2 times faster, correcting simple and complex orthodontic issues. It's invisible, removable, and customizable. Many dental insurance plans cover Invisalign treatments up to about 50%. Go to Invisalign.com to find a doctor near you and learn more. Here's another tip from Men's Health Nutrition Advisor and author of the MetaShred Diet, Mike Roussel.
The MetaShred diet is totally science-based, and it shows you not just how to cut calories, but how to also incorporate the right kind of calories and foods in your diet to optimize hormones so you can maximize fat loss. The lifestyle section shows you how to control stress, how to get better sleep, and how to eat on the go, which is something that we all struggle with.
Find it wherever books are sold. Coming up, guest shark Rohan Oza opens up about his latest dip in the Shark Tank.
I find smart people with great ideas.
We're one-on-one with the famous investor. That's next.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Shark Tank returning for season 9 with some familiar and new faces helping people make millions. I recently went one-on-one with guest shark Rohan Oza to talk all about his experience in the tank. What do you bring to the boardroom? What do you bring when you're in the Shark Tank?
The thing that I've done that's different is I've built a lot of consumer packaged goods brands, and no one else has done consumer packaged goods like I have. I've also created probably 4 brands that have sold for over $1 billion. So I find, I've no original ideas myself, I'm not that smart. But I find smart people with great ideas and make them big. And that's what Shark Tank's all about. It's the American dream. Guy or girl's got an idea, we fund it, and it's about creating value for them, their families, their friends. And that's what I like to do. Everybody in America is an entrepreneur at heart. We're a nation of entrepreneurs. It's why we're the greatest nation in the world. It's because we build stuff. The amount of friends of mine who have like 7, 8, 9-year-old kids who watch it as a family, and then I get phone calls from the 9-year-old as to why I did not do that deal, is crazy. But people love it. It's the American spirit.
Do you find people like pitching you stuff on the streets all the time?
Yeah, I do get it. So my nickname is the Water Boy because I've done a lot of beverages. Okay. So anybody can create a beverage idea. It's not like it's not like building a spaceship. Yeah. So the opportunity for an entrepreneur in America to create tomorrow's beverage is huge. Yeah. Anybody can do it.
Don't miss Shark Tank Sunday nights on ABC. Sonia, sometimes I just wish I had a single idea that I thought was good enough to take into the tank.
I know, James, same here. All right, thank you. That's going to do it for us. Be sure to find us on Twitter to stay up to date on what's trending in entertainment. Thanks for watching.
I'm James Vaughn, and you're watching the Celebrity Page TV Network, live 24/7, anywhere, anytime.
James, to your right. James, if you will, get this. Thank you.
He spent 127 hours trying to convince moviegoers that he's more than just Spider-Man's nemesis. From Milk to Oz the Great and Powerful, actor James Franco has done whatever it takes to shine in the Hollywood spotlight. This is Hollywood Uncut James Franco.
James, right here! James, to the right!
In 1997, James Franco dropped out of school in his freshman year after attending UCLA, and he went into acting school. He went to a place called Robert Carnegie's Playhouse West, and apparently his parents weren't too thrilled because they refused to pay for it, and he had to get a job in fast food supporting himself. It only took 2 years for it to pay off because he met Judd Apatow, who cast him in the TV series Freaks and Geeks.
If there was one project in the late 90s, early 2000s that really launched people's careers, it was Freaks and Geeks. I mean, Seth Rogen, Judd Apatow, who was the man behind it, and then of course James Franco, who before this no one had heard of him, but after Freaks and Geeks, people just loved this guy.
Freaks
Freaks and Geeks was a television series, a very short-lived one, but it was very important in James Franco's career. At the time, James was young, he was inexperienced, and even he will admit that he wasn't exactly a team player. He said that maybe he would eat a banana in the background when he was in a scene when somebody else was talking, just to steal a spotlight from them on purpose. The James Franco that we know today, the guy who's always making literary adaptations as his little movie projects, he was actually reading that literature even back then, because cast members recall that he was reading James Joyce and Dostoevsky in between takes, and when they would walk past him, they would actually grab the book from him just to see if he actually did turn the page or if the book looked like it was being read, and indeed it was.
Thank you. James, sign my pants! Sign my pants, dude!
Following his short-lived TV series, James landed the role that would jumpstart his career, and that's playing iconic film star James Dean in a movie about his life, which went on to win him a Golden Globe Award.
Just like the real James Dean, the guy who played him, James Franco had a wild amount of success right away after the success of his first big project. So from James Dean the movie, he went on to star in 2002's Spider-Man, which was, of course, one of the hugest franchises of its time.
Hello, everyone. Oh! James Franco was initially in contention for the main role of Peter Parker, which went to Tobey Maguire, but he was cast as Harry Osborn in the Spider-Man franchise. Franco didn't feel like he gave a tremendous performance as Harry Osborn, but he did acknowledge that this was a really good comic book adaptation, and so he's proud to have been a part of something that was really culturally significant in the history of movie making. And he was also upset a little bit that Sam Raimi was paying more attention to Tobey Maguire than to him, and that was basically because Sam Raimi had an affection for the Spider-Man character, and so he perhaps did give a little bit more attention to Tobey Maguire because that was the main character.
After the success of the first Spider-Man movie, James Franco went on to make some kind of forgettable films before starring with Robert De Niro in City by the Sea, where he got to really exercise his acting chops as a drug addict. Then after that, he came back for Spider-Man 2. Sam Raimi once again brought this guy back to play a really memorable role opposite of Tobey Maguire in the hit comic book movie.
I think that's the secret of Spider-Man. The first one and the second one, they really took time to develop all the characters and give Peter Parker's world away from Spider-Man a life of its own. And you know, it's a touching story, and I think that's why Spider-Man's the best comic book movie around.
After garnering nearly $800 million at the worldwide box office for Spider-Man 2, Franco decided to change the trajectory of his career and become the leading man instead of the sidekick.
James Franco's offers were left and right, but he decided to go with this period romance film, Tristan and Isolde, which most people don't even remember. Certainly the box office doesn't.
Tristan and Isolde was part of James' filmography that he would like to forget. James admits that at that time, he was trying to run his career as a careerist, which are his own words, rather than somebody who was a creative person. So he thought that those films that he did at that time were movies that he should have done because they would have taken him in a certain direction. In the case of Tristan, it would have been showcasing him in a sort of like a romantic lead, which at that point he hadn't done. For the film, he learned horseback riding and he did sword fight training for 8 months. And then in the end, with the film not doing well, it's one of those projects that he'd like to sweep under the carpet, along with Flyboys. Flyboys, again, James loves to do the advanced preparation. Here he went out and he got his pilot's license so he could actually learn to fly and make his character even more believable.
I just had some time on my hands, and you know, when I signed on, Tony Bill, the director, he's a big pilot, and took me up in his plane, Marchetti, which is a single prop plane, but it's like a military trainer plane. It goes pretty fast and can do a lot of tricks. And, you know, it was the first time I'd ever been in a single prop plane, and got on the runway. He said, "All right, you're taking off." I loved it. It was a thrill.
Though Tristan and Isolde, Annapolis, and Flyboys were flops at the box office, he did continue to book film roles, and he also went back to school, and at the same time, he starred in the third installment of Spider-Man.
In this movie, he finally gets to act on all the planning he's been doing in the first two movies. You know, the first two films, Harry broods a lot, and finally he gets to act on his feelings and really go after Spider-Man.
By 2007, in his third Spider-Man film, James Franco was sort of in a stuck position because the only movies that he made that are really memorable and successful were these huge blockbusters about a comic book character, and it might not have been the direction he wanted his career to go in. Some of the smaller projects that he chose were pretty forgettable.
Listen to me! I didn't kill your father!
Spider-Man 3 was James's showpiece of the entire Spider-Man trilogy. He learns that his father was the Green Goblin, who was the evil character in the previous film, and as Peter Parker's best friend and sometime rival, here Harry becomes the film's main villain.
You know, it's not exactly what you expect, is it? I mean, Harry was a villain, but he also becomes more of a good guy at one point in the middle, and he reverts back to the old Harry that was not influenced by his father. What he would have been like had his life not been ruined by his father.
When we come back, James reaches a turning point in his career on Hollywood Uncut.
James Franco got his career back on track when he starred in the comedy Pineapple Express with his producer Judd Apatow.
Homeowners Relief Line can help save your home. We specialize in foreclosure assistance, and that's all we do. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, being threatened with foreclosure, have been denied a loan modification, or been the victim of a predatory loan, it's critical that you call Homeowners Relief Line now. Homeowners Relief Line has a network of attorneys, and our agents are available to speak to you right away. New laws are in effect that may save your home, so call Homeowners Relief Line now.
Attention homeowners. Quicken Loans has some very important information regarding the U.S. government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. We've told you about HARP in the past, and we're happy to report that nearly 3.5 million homeowners have already taken advantage of this fantastic money-saving program. But there are so many more of you who could be saving hundreds of dollars every month on your mortgage. Quicken Loans is here to help you save your money. Why Quicken Loans? The home loan experts at Quicken Loans fully understand the HARP guidelines. We'll work with you to understand your specific circumstances and strive to find the financial solution that's best for you. Then we'll guide you through each step of the mortgage refinance process to make sure that it's both simple and easy. And for 8 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the 4th year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. If you're not familiar with HARP, it's a U.S. government program designed specifically for homeowners who have little or no equity. A great feature of the HARP program is that most HARP refinance loans do not require an appraisal, and there are fewer income verification requirements. That makes it simpler, easier, and even faster. And even if you've been denied for a HARP loan in the past, new guidelines mean that you now may be eligible. Give us a call and we'll give you a Quicken Loans mortgage review. And we'll do all we can to help you save money on your mortgage. It's simple and easy. Find out if you're eligible to take advantage of today's incredibly low interest rates and start saving money every month on your mortgage. Call Quicken Loans today or go to quickenloans.com for a mortgage experience that's engineered to amaze.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
In 2008, you really see James Franco take a hold of his career. Sure, he had the big Spider-Man hits, which he was a co-star in, but you don't really remember him for anything other than the first James Dean movie. So in order to sort of take back his career, he co-stars in the buddy comedy Pineapple Express.
I think a leap of faith for everybody. I had never really done anything like this. Judd asked me if I wanted to work with them, and then I assumed that I was going to play Dale, and I think
it would only be, you know, Judd and Seth, who I guess have known me for a while, who would say, you know, give me the opportunity to play a role like this.
The movie reteamed him with his producer, Judd Apatow, and not only was it a different light that we saw James Franco, but this comedy role really paid off both at the box office and with audiences. It earned him his second Golden Globe nomination. Even though he didn't take home the Golden Globe, he landed a really great role, and that's in the drama Milk.
Milk marked a turning point in James Franco's career. Up until that point, the films that he did, Annapolis, Flyboys, didn't do well at the box office. By starring in Milk, he regained that credibility that he had earned earlier on and then lost it. Working with Sean Penn, who ended up winning a Best Actor Oscar for that role, for James to be associated with something that was so critically acclaimed and so award-winning marked a really important point in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Franco.
Franco was determined to go back to college while still maintaining a film career. He signed up for smaller roles in order to keep his workflow balanced.
It seems like there's no end to the diverse roles that James Franco is offered. He plays a cameo role in Date Night with Tina Fey and Steve Carell, and then stars opposite Julia Roberts in this huge, broad biopic about Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Eat, Pray, Love, and he's the total romantic figure in it. After Franco made some good decisions, he sets himself up for real success in 2010 by choosing 127 Hours.
With some credibility restored with the Milk Project, along comes 127 Hours, a film directed by Danny Boyle, who was hot off Slumdog Millionaire. Franco prepared for the role by studying a lot of the videos that the real Aaron Ralston made while he himself was trapped. That was a lot of the basis of what he used to form this character, because when Aaron shot those videos, he truly thought he was not going to come out alive and he thought he was going to die.
Following his critical acclaim in 127 Hours, he took on a cameo role opposite his friend Seth Rogen in The Green Hornet. Then he went on to play another stoner role in Your Highness. While he had success in both Freaks and Geeks and in Pineapple Express, this movie did not turn out too well for him. The movie not only starred Danny McBride, but it also starred Natalie Portman, who was fresh off her Oscar win from The Black Swan. So Universal had high hopes for this film. It cost $50 million to make, but only took in $25 million at the box office.
Natalie, I guess, is the one thing that brought some legitimacy to this movie. Everything else is pretty raunchy and lowbrow, but Natalie is the one thing that is a little classy.
James Franco is known for a lot of things. He's known for trying all sorts of different things, from going back to college as an adult to being an artist and poet, a writer, an actor, and he's also known for not taking himself too seriously. And that seemed like maybe where the choice came from to make Your Highness, his follow-up film, 227 Hours. Not the most logical choice by most viewers' standards, but certainly one that underscores this notion that James Franco laughs at himself first.
Following the big flop of Your Highness, he decided to take on another high-profile film, this time a remake of The Planet of the Apes.
When James Franco decided to make another reboot of The Planet of the Apes, this time called Rise of the Planet of the Apes, he had to know that was a big risk. Mark Wahlberg tried and basically failed just a few years before. So the fact that he was willing to try and then turn it into such a success, it means a lot in Hollywood.
There's really nothing that's been done like this, where you have a computer-generated character that is so realistic and has, in addition, an inner life that is created by an actor as great as Andy Serkis. And it's new, it's fresh.
James loves to create his own material, direct, produce, stuff like that. For Planet of the Apes, he was strictly an actor for hire. He read the script, thought there was great character development, decided to come in and be the actor for hire. His character was supposed to die, but not too long before the film opened, the studio decided to reshoot and make his character live. At that point in his career, James had come off of hosting the Oscars, which was a disastrous experience. He was panned across the board. And so after that, the next project he had coming out was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So he thought the critics were going to hate it because he thought the critics hated him. But, you know, critics or no critics, didn't really matter. The audience went to see this film. The franchise itself proved to be very popular, so it didn't really matter if it was James Franco in this role or not. People wanted to see this sort of reinvention of the franchise.
It's like the original in its approach, in the sense that the 1968 original film with Charlton Heston was using the cutting edge technology of its day. Those masks, you know, were very realistic at that time.
Yeah, they were.
Nothing had been done like that before. But over time, audiences, you know, tastes become more sophisticated and they are less accepting of those. But the other phenomenon that happened is then those masks start to take on a campy quality and become appealing for that reason. If you're going to make a new one, then use the cutting edge technology of today, which is, you know, computer generated creatures.
Coming up, has James hit the peak of his creativity, or has his artistic endeavors just started? Find out on Hollywood Uncut.
I think that he really decided to do what he wanted with his career.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-520-1899. That's 1-800-520-1899.
Following Planet of the Apes, he decided to take on another iconic role, and that's the role of Oz in Oz, the Great and Powerful. It was a great choice for him because the movie went on to rake in more than $500 million at the worldwide box office.
Edison himself would be proud. You're a genius.
I had been a fan of the Oz books by L. Frank Baum since I was a kid, and I loved the 1939 film, so I was very interested, and especially interested because you know, Sam was the director. And then I read the script, and I just wanted to be sure that they had a sound approach, you know. I knew that there would be a lot of pressure, a lot of scrutiny of a film like this that, you know, is a prequel of sorts to one of the most beloved films in, you know, American film history. And I thought their approach was great. You know, they're in some ways loyal to, I think, the general conception of Oz, but in other ways, you know, they have a fresh take.
Oz the Great and Powerful was his first reteaming with Sam Raimi since they worked on the Spider-Man movie. Originally, James Franco was not the first choice to play the role. Before a director had signed on, there was some talks in having Robert Downey Jr. play the role. That didn't work out. When Sam Raimi came aboard, he had approached Johnny Depp, but Johnny Depp said he was too busy working on the Lone Ranger project. So Sam Raimi turned to James Franco.
This was a real opportunity for the guys because the Spider-Man movies were really Tobey Maguire's films, and that was a chance for Sam Raimi to get close and work with that movie star. And he even has said that he kind of overlooked James Franco during the filming of that movie. But here we go with Oz Great and Powerful, a chance for Sam Raimi to work really closely with James Franco.
You know, developments in film that you know have been made since the original was made 70 years ago, so that, you know, the world is rendered in ways that they never could have done. And that's one of the things you want from a movie like this. When you go to a fantastical place, you want it to be spectacular, and he really delivered on that. But in other ways, he was loyal to key aspects of Oz that we expect, and you know, put in certain characters and witches and geographical or points of, you know, interest, like the Emerald City or the Yellow Brick Road, you know, and that you need if you're going to do Oz.
Following the success of Franco's G-rated family adventure, he teamed up with Disney sensation Selena Gomez to make a rated R film.
Once James Franco became a household name, I think that he really decided to do what he wanted with his career. I mean, the guy has done everything from appear on television soap operas to host the Oscars, and he makes small movies like Spring Breakers. Sometimes you wonder, is he just doing it for the teeth bling? Because the truth is, it's hard to know why such a big movie star would take such small roles, especially when they're not in sort of critically acclaimed small roles.
Franco starred in the dark crime drama The Iceman, and then played a hyped-up version of himself for the apocalyptic comedy This Is the End.
Guys, wake up! Danny's alive! He's eating all the food!
You know you've made it in Hollywood when you can play yourself in a big motion picture. And that's what happened with This Is the End. All these buddies, real life buddies, got together. Seth Rogen wrote this script for James Franco to play James Franco. And the interesting thing about This Is the End is that the character James Franco plays is playing the perception of him in reality, which is this sort of overly artistic, multitasking douchebag. Look at his next project, As I Lay Dying, which he took to the Cannes Film Festival. Franco adapted the screenplay, he also stars in it, directs in it. Maybe the critical reviews weren't great, but you gotta give the guy props for doing all that he does with one project.
The project is based on a William Faulkner book, and James Franco said that Faulkner was actually one of the first authors he started reading when he began getting serious about literature.
I've directed myself before, and I think what it taught me was how to look at myself objectively and to look at my performance as something in service of the larger movie and not at the performance in isolation. And so I don't have to be vain in that way. If I look bad, but it serves the movie, I don't care. And I really make an effort to just look at my performance as just one among all the other performances.
Next, Franco signs on to star in a movie called Homefront. Now, this was written by Sylvester Stallone for Jason Statham to star in, and Franco takes on a co-starring role. It also reteams him with his The Iceman co-star, Winona Ryder, and he's got a few good action scenes in the movie. He gets his butt kicked pretty bad by Statham.
Still wrote the script. And it's a pretty basic story, just a DE agent who moves into a small town to kind of lay low and spend time with his daughter. And it turns out that the town he moves into is basically a hornet's nest of, illegal activity, and I'm the ringleader.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
James Franco made it by being at the right place at the right time with the James Dean movie, having his looks and talent resonate with a ton of people right away so he'd get that ultra cool supporting character part in the Spider-Man movies, and from that starting to get tons of calls in Hollywood.
James Franco is an actor who, besides having the requisite good looks that Hollywood requires its leading men to have, this is a man who can easily go from drama to comedy. This is also someone who is highly creative and doesn't necessarily feel a need to be part of the Hollywood system. He's just as comfortable being in it as he is being outside of it.
James Franco is a really unique actor in Hollywood, and I think that's kind of what makes him successful. He's a little eccentric, but he's very artistic. He really cares about what he does.
Is that Mickey Mouse?
made her college years possible, opening that education savings account when she was little, spearheading campus tours, and deciphering financial aid. If you can ace planning for college, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
If you think the cast of Bravo's reality hit Vanderpump Rules learned from their past mistakes, think again. The rowdy restaurant crew is not letting marriage or maturity get in the way of cheating, breakups, and makeups. But season 6 is garnering some new accomplishments for the cast. We're getting a closer look with Tom and Katie Schwartz.
I love that we're still getting, you know, we're still getting love from this. Like, even on the street now, I'll be walking down the street and be like, congrats on the wedding. It's like, oh my God, it's like a year ago. But I appreciate it, yes. And I'm happy to say we're still married.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I never thought growing up that I would get married and it would be on TV, but I felt like because we for so many years have been giving so much of our lives and shared so much of our relationship and ups and downs with the audience that when it came down to our wedding, like we wanted to share that. You know?
We owed it to. I feel like we owed it to the fans.
I think we forget that we're on a show that's popular because sometimes when you go places still, like I get caught off guard when people recognize this, which is pretty often and pretty much almost anywhere.
If someone wants to tell me what the is happening, that'd be cool.
It's something I don't think any of us are conscious of on a regular basis. None of us have big heads. We all come from humble beginnings, and well, most of us. Yeah, there's a few egos in the mix, but like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It came out later in life, and it's not something we really think about too much. Not to try to sound like, you know, extra humble or anything, but we really are.
Yeah. Paddington Bear is back, and this time he's facing a whole new set of troubles thanks to a new villain played by Hugh Grant. Celebrity Page movie correspondent Scott Carty and a very special co-host caught up with the award-winning actor for a closer look at his role in the film.
Sonia, Paddington 2 is a ton of fun for families, and you know, I went to go interview the stars, but I got shoved out of the way by my son.
Come on, Ethan. You can do it.
If we're kind and polite, the world will be right.
Are British kids more polite than American kids?
Mine aren't. Mine are horrible. One of my sons, 5, I showed him the film with about 100 of his friends. They all loved it. They were going nuts. But he just sat there next to me saying, "Why are you in it so much?"
I think the key thing about all children is that they're lovely when they're not around their parents. So they give their parents grief.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah, and then they're charming too. You keep hearing stories about how marvellous your children are.
Yeah.
What? Is it the same kid who lives in my house?
Yeah.
No.
Of course, with my advice and counsel, he went for the hard-hitting questions.
Am I making you two guys nervous right now?
Yeah. You can't really handle children. Yeah.
We also tried to get a little bit of schoolwork in, you know, some science.
Is it scientifically possible to create a hot air balloon out of tablecloths?
Well, I've done it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's sort of ballooning 101.
Check out Paddington 2. It's charming, brilliant, delightful, everything perfect for the family. For Celebrity Page, I'm Scott Carty. Back to you, James.
Diddy, DJ Khaled, and Meghan Trainor headline a group of judges on Fox's newest search for the next music superstar, The Four. Celebrity Page correspondent Audra Lowe is with the judges in Los Angeles for a closer look.
How happy are you to see the show finally coming together?
I mean, it's nothing like premiere night, and it's so exciting. It's game time, and I'm just excited for the world to see it.
Yeah. Are you tough, or are you kind of understanding when it comes to the contestants?
I'm love. Okay. I'm love, and in order to be loved, you have to be honest and truthful, because it's about inspiring people, but also telling them the truth and giving them the tools for what they need to go further.
How much fun has it been working on this show, especially with the panel that you've got? I'm sure it's nonstop energy.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like work when I'm just around legends all day long. I'm like, oh my God, I touched Diddy, you know? It's one of those moments.
There's a lot of levels to the show, though, different aspects. Can you describe how different it is from the other music competition shows?
I mean, just the reward itself is so different. You get all of our support. You get us trying to help you find your hit song. Whether you're a songwriter, we'll work with you, or if you need help finding a song, we'll get you a song, and you get your record deal, and you get the support of a label, and you get iHeartRadio's On the Verge. Like, so many things that new artists would kill for.
You are just the most uplifting, positive kind of a guy. Listen, the first thing I wanted to ask you was, how do you change that up a little bit as a judge on a panel What's the personality?
I'm glad you asked me that. You know, me, the key is to be myself, and that's what I do. I be myself. And to answer your question, don't take my kindness for weakness. Take my kindness for greatness. So I will push you to be great. I will push you to be better, and I will keep you focused.
Now for a movie that's hitting theaters this week, a game of cops and robbers unfolds in Den of Thieves, starring Gerard Butler, 50 Cent, and Pablo Schreiber. Celebrity Page senior correspondent Arthur Cade is getting a closer look with the cast.
If I was an actor, this is the type of movie I'd want to make. Shoot guns, have fun, connive around people. Pretty cool, right?
Kid's dream, man.
How much training do you have to go through to actually shoot these things?
Oh, yeah, we went through a fair extensive amount of training, 2 weeks worth.
Yep.
2 weeks worth of training, special forces, and you know, it was a couple of early mornings, and I'm not really a morning person, but when you get to shoot a huge gun, how could you complain? You found a way. Oh, I'm O'Shea. I'm just the driver. I'm just the driver. Yeah, they gave me my little chest pistol the whole movie. I just wanted to know, when do I get my big one?
One of the things I love is in this movie, you have no idea who really is the good guy and who really is the bad guy. When you get to do a movie like that, what do you hope the fans take away from that experience?
I hope they're excited by it, you know? Legitimately, this movie will, I think, keep you on the edge of your seat until the very last frame.
O'Shea, your father, I grew up listening to him. Coolest dude ever. And to see what he's accomplished from an entertainment standpoint is just incredible. What have you taken away from being his son and seeing what he's been able to do?
Oh, that's the best coach I've ever had, because eventually, you know, we'll get to a point where we meet each other in a film, you know, and that's the real fun part. So I know once I get him in my corner and we have a nice little tag team movie, we'll be unstoppable.
Pablo, for you, to see how your career has flourished, where would you like to see your career keep moving?
Well, I have, I'm doing a movie with Dwayne Johnson called Skyscraper, and then I'm in a movie called First Man with Ryan Gosling that comes out in the fall. So just keep pushing. The feature stuff obviously is treating me well. I want to keep working with, the best people that I can and keep telling the best stories that I can.
From family comedies to serious dramas, ABC has something for everyone. I'm with the stars of the network's top shows for a closer look at what we can expect this year.
I love you guys.
You know, Mom.
I think everybody loves having done this show for 9 years. We're excited to see how it ends. We don't know. It's going to be an hour special, so I won't know till we go to the table read the week before what's going to happen.
While fans say goodbye to beloved show The Middle, another fan favorite is coming back for its 6th season.
Ah! It's a sexy ghost!
The stories are so ridiculous and true and gross and cringeworthy that everybody looks at us and says, well, we're not that bad.
From one family to another, new show Splitting Up Together takes an interesting spin on divorce.
We split up, but we have to live together because we can't afford to sell our house. So one person's in charge of the kids and the other person gets to live the single life in a garage apartment. We still have to co-parent and we still have to take care of this house together, even though we're no longer technically a couple.
Speaking of new shows coming this spring, Grey's Anatomy launching a spin-off. Unfortunately, the cast is pretty tight-lipped on the details.
They're firefighters, but we can't tell you too much, so you watch and you get engaged and you want to see the next episode, so the less you know, the better the experience will be when you're watching.
As far as experiences go, few shows give viewers as much of a ride as Shark Tank.
It's the American dream. The guy or girl's got an idea, we fund it, and it's about creating value for them, their family, their friends. And that's what I like to do.
And more on politics. Designated Survivor returns next month with a twist in the story.
We are at the end of episode 10 where somebody dies very tragically and suddenly, and you're going to see how that affects everybody in the White House.
Check out these hit shows coming, going, and returning to ABC.
Now on Celebrity Page TV, Clint Eastwood's heroic new movie.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something?
We're with the real heroes behind the true story of 1517 to Paris.
How Gordon Ramsay's bringing Hell's Kitchen to Sin City.
Honestly, it's a dream come true.
What we can expect from the new Vegas hotspot and the lucky chef that's taking over.
It's time to open the doors of Hell's Kitchen.
It's the collaboration we never knew we needed.
Don't make me wait.
We're with Sting and Shaggy to talk about their new music.
What makes it so good is that we both have nothing to prove.
Celebrity Page TV starts now. Welcome to Celebrity Page. I'm Sonia Isabel, coming to you from the Loft in New York City. Real-life heroes are portraying themselves in Clint Eastwood's new drama, 1517 to Paris. The movie telling the story of a group of regular people who became heroes after stopping a terror plot on a train bound for France. Scott Carty is with the stars and heroes themselves for a sneak peek.
Yeah, Sonia, I sat down with Jenna Fisher and the real-life heroes for the 1517 to Paris.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something, like some greater purpose?
It gives you goosebumps because of all of the many ways that they could have easily not been on the train that day.
If we weren't meant to be on the train tomorrow, something would physically stop us. An object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by a greater force.
Was it tough for you guys revisiting that? I mean, going through some of those moments?
No, because it's not really like we turned it into like more of a positive thing, and especially what's unique about our story is that no one died. It's been mostly just a positive thing, and recreating the train scene was just a lot of fun.
In hindsight, now that all these hundreds of people are safe, it's something we're extremely thankful for.
It's one thing to have such a fascinating story, but then you get a chance to work with Clint Eastwood. I mean,
he literally blew our minds asking us to be in it. Like, are you sure? Like, we've never acted. And he's just like, yeah.
We grew up on his